Alright, hey there, Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here, and we are back for another episode of the Ocarina of Time Let's Play. And I know that you guys are probably going to be asking me, Prox, why the heck are you all the way over here at the Shadow Medallion dungeon? Because aren't you supposed to go and do this all in order? Well, there is a little bit of a situation that is going on throughout the majority part of the other different medallion dungeons, and that is because that since we don't really have the gold gauntlets at this point in time, we're gonna have a little bit of some issues having to go and try to pick up with the rest of the silver rupees and some of the other places later. So for right now, we just have to go and head off here into the Shadow Medallion dungeon for right now. I absolutely hate this dungeon with a burning passion, because not only do you have to go and use your fire arrows to actually light up the way that's going to happen from here, but you also do have to use the lens of truth, and sometimes try to use the lens of truth and figure out where the path for us to go and head to the exit is going to be somewhat a little bit tricky, and in the pathway that we have to go and reach on over into with to reach over to where the door is going to happen is a very, very, very thin path. And sometimes, if you take at least like one little wrong move, you're instantly going to fall off that very little thin path there, and it's really annoying. But here we go, we got ourselves now with the gold gauntlets, so now we can finally go and do the rest of the medallion dungeons in order so that we could go and continue onwards with. Yeah, so unfortunately for right now, we'll just have to kind of take a little bit of a detour. That's just because for right now, this is something important for us to hopefully at least continue onwards with and pick up with the other silver rupees in the other areas. Now, here for this part is that we do need to go and use the our megaton hammer to go and open up with the door here. And at least the good thing is that once we go and open up with this door here, there is no type of time limit or anything. However, there is that other torch there, and I think you can also get yourself with another specialized chest. Not really too entirely certain on what that chest will give you, but I don't really care because, again, I really don't like this shadow mini dungeon that's going to happen for right now. So yeah, this is the part right here. This is a very thin path, and not only that, but this area also does have a little bit of a split in the area as well, and that's where you kind of have to make sure that you do have a lot of lens of truth magic power around. But at least the good thing is that within this area, they do already give you quite enough of magic, so you should at least be somewhat fine. Now, I want to say that here within our video for today is that this is going to be the very first episode on my brand new laptop that is going to happen, and I'm super happy about me going and trying this out. I know that during my previous episodes, I did tell you guys that I was kind of running into a little bit of an issue where, like, some reason is that, like, on the software of my Hopage, the game starts acting really funny, but then when I go and actually play through the video with the actual recording here on this computer, everything works fine. So I don't know, I'm not going to really fool around with it, I'm just going to kind of let it do what it needs to do. But however, it seems like the video for right now is actually working fairly well, and it's very nice. And with all that being said in mind, since the Shadow Medallion dungeon is done, that beam of light is now gone from there, and we could go and move off into the actual place that we do need to go to, and that is of course going to be with the fire medallion dungeon. Now this part here is a little bit frustrating as well too, but I remember I used to have a little bit of some difficulties with, but again, it's not all that too entirely bad. It's just that you just need to make sure about how you time your jumps right, because everything around you is going to go and start falling down, and you want to be very careful, and just like that, you'll run into a situation like that. But however, I'm already all said and done with it, and we already were able to go and use the gold gauntlets for the first time to throw around with some of those rocks. I will show you guys how those rocks are going to get thrown around, because we are going to go and do the last of the great fairies to go and interact with, and that is going to be here within Ganon's castle. So there we go, there's the one last time here, and let's go and make sure to head on through this door and meet up with the within the spirit of Darunia that's going to be showing up now. And just like that, already done and finished with. Hey, it's our brother. Well, not really, our blood brother, I guess. I know that it was kind of a thing that happened, I want to say during the time of the Fire Temple. But there we go. And I'm pretty certain that this beam of light is also done too. Nice. So what is that? 3 so far? So that means all that we need to do now is just do the light temple area now, the water temple, And, well, the Shadow Temple's already done, so that's already good. So we're getting close. So now we can go and throw that guy there. Now, I wonder if that rock has anything special, because I know that I was able to go and do some jumping around with that when we were there in the fire medallion area, but I'm pretty sure I don't think there really should be any other Skulltulas chilling around here anymore. But again, I don't have to really worry about Skulltula catching any more than I have to do. Alright, and here we go. Let's awaken up the Great Fairy. Now, if you guys don't know how this Great Fairy is all about, well, since she is the last one, we are now going to be able to get ourselves with the max defense, which this is a prime essential type of item to make sure to go and have it with you, because when we go and start battling out with Ganon, his hits are going to be eating up quite a bit of hearts, and that's why I have a lot of hearts to begin with, just so that I don't have to really worry about the two different Ganon fights, with him being in his humanoid form and the other one being in his beast form, because both of those two type of bosses right there eat up a lot of hearts. So you want to make sure that you have a lot of max defense with you during your time from that. But with all that being said in mind, we only got ourselves with just a few more seconds on the clock here. So thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys in the next one of Ocarina of Time. And of course, peace.